Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. It is March 9th. It can be written March 9, 2021 or 3-9-21. On N2Y today, we have our word study to complete. Now, I do want to show you that yesterday we all went outside and we did our vocabulary words outside with sidewalk chalk. We wrote the word and we drew the image. And today we're going to do the definition outside. So if you want to create maybe some flashcards for yourself, you can do that as well. My middle school and high school have different words, so make sure that you are using your words. If you're looking at our images here that we took yesterday, your words may be different because you may be high school or you may be middle school. So we went out and that's how we did some different creativity with our vocabulary words. Got to go outside and enjoy the nice weather and talk more about weather. You will have your reading to do, what is in the air, and you will complete those comprehension questions. So here's the reading and the comprehension. Then we have an edit box that we will complete. There is 2 things today for writing. So we have to have some corrections made to this paragraph here, and then we're going to put it in order, okay? So we will need a capital letter begins each sentence. Now, remember, you guys took notes on this capitalization chart here, okay? So what do we capitalize? Mints, months and days. I, names of places, people and streets, titles, and start of sentences. So these are the things that we will be looking for when we need to capitalize. So we have 5 words that need to be capitalized and 4 places that need a period. So definitely Ryder is his name. So we'll need a capital R there. Ryder wants to go for a walk, period. He checks the weather forecast. Ryder, so again, we need a capital R. Ryder wears a raincoat and boots, period. Start of a new sentence, capital T. The weather says it will rain in Cancun and Cannon Beach. This is a location, so we need a capital C here and then a period. And then a capital H because we're starting a new sentence. He is ready for the weather. I'm going to put an exclamation point there because it's exciting. So let's make sure then we got 4 or 5 words that need a capital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our 5 words and 4 places that need a period. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. We got all those. Okay, wait. We got to go back. So yes, we have capital letters. Yes, we have punctuation. We read it out loud. It makes sense. And then all our words are spelled correctly. So let's put this in order. So Ryder wants to go for a walk. I would say this is number 2. He checks the weather forecast. And I would say then the weather says it will rain in Cannon Beach. So that's going to be next. And then he decides since it's going to rain, he's probably going to wear a raincoat and boots. And then he is ready for the weather. I'm going to turn that in. So next we have, so that completes our reading and writing. Okay, so yesterday when you guys were filling out your reading comprehension box over your chapter, I seen that it was asking for fiction or nonfiction. So I created a little anchor chart and I want you to complete it with me. So I just have the link here, so I'm going to copy and paste that. And here I have uploaded a video on fiction and nonfiction. So fiction and nonfiction. It's a little lengthy, so take your time. But here will be your fiction and nonfiction right here. Okay, so you will have that to complete and you will then fill this out. Again, text me, email it to me, message me on Dojo, Facebook, whatever you got to do. Make sure that I get this picture, okay? So I know that you've completed and you're understanding the anchor chart of fiction and nonfiction, facts and non-facts. I'll explain all that in that YouTube video, okay? So you complete that chart with me as I'm playing as you are listening to that video. So I put two pieces of paper next to each other and kind of made a compare and contrast chart with that. So then after you complete that anchor chart, I have a Kahoot game here with the lesson that I just taught you on fiction and nonfiction. So again, here is your Kahoot game copy. Paste. And then you will play this Kahoot game over fiction and nonfiction, so I know that you are understanding. So it will show here an image or a book or a movie. So we will play our quiz. This book is fiction or nonfiction. So the life of Abraham Lincoln. After you realize that you know that nonfiction gives us facts, you will know then that the life of Abraham Lincoln is true facts. It's real talk. So that would be nonfiction. Okay. So then you complete the rest of that Kahoot game. And then for writing, we completed the current events box. That was the writing on N2Y right here. Now, this is really important, guys. This is going into the yearbook. One of the high school teachers had asked me if we wanted to create a page in the yearbook for Alexa, and I told them, of course, we would love to. And I would definitely get my students involved in this because you guys played a big part of her life, and she was also a big part of your life. So this may be hard for some of us, a little bit difficult because it may make us sad, but this is a really happy page for Alexa that we will be doing. So I want you to try to remember all the happy and funny times and great times that we had with Alexa, okay? So I have created this little PowerPoint slide. I am going to share it with everybody. So it will come up in your email, or you can look it up on your Google Drive. So I have put on here, writing Alexa's yearbook page. You choose one sentence to complete. This was shared, so it will be in your email. So I shared it, it'll pop up in your email, also your Google Drive. So if you type in Alexa's Memorial in your Google Drive search, you can search it that way as well. If you cannot find it, let me know and I will resend it to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and present this so you all can see it. It's not going to look just like this. This is just something I made for us to fill out for her. And then I'll kind of design the yearbook page going off of what you guys put for your sentences. So we love you, Alexa, from your life skills classmates and teachers. You are our angel. So here's what I mean by the sentences. It says, this is for Alexa V to have a page of remembrance in the school yearbook. Directions. Please pick one sentence. Please pick one sentence you would like to complete. Complete the sentence, and then in parentheses, I want you guys to write your name so I know who wrote that, and it'll show up in the yearbook that way, okay? I put a sample on the top of slide 5. I put mine. Miss Sherry also added one of hers. So pick one sentence to complete. Alexa's smile was like. So maybe you want to choose what her smile made you remember. Put in parentheses your name. Here's Miss Sherry's. Alexa brightened my day when she, that Miss Sherry wrote, would give me a hug and tell me that she loved me. That was Miss Sherry. Alexa was always singing. So what was something you always remembered Alexa singing or dancing to here in the classroom? Because she was always singing and dancing. Alexa's laugh was like. What did her laugh remind you of? Alexa hugged like. So what were her hugs like to you? Alexa's heart was as big as how big was her heart to you? Remember, you're just picking one. So you pick one that you like. Here was mine. Alexa was always. her own person, a young girl who showed the world her love and attitude. Miss Lydecker. That was the one sentence that I choose. Alexa will always be remembered. Complete that one if you would like that one. Alexa was a warrior. A warrior is someone who was strong and they fought through her sickness, her leukemia, and COVID. She was a warrior because Alexa never gave up. So what did she do that we saw her fight for, that she never gave up hope and she always was strong? Alexa was funny because, so what was something she reminded you of that was funny? Okay, so that completes that. I need this done by Thursday. So it's really important. I'm giving you guys 2 days to work on this. So if you can't think of anything today, which I hope you can, I hope we get this done. And it's first come, first serve. So whoever has the first sentence done, that's their sentence. And you got to choose a different sentence to complete. Or say you want to add your own, let me know. Email me and maybe you want to write your own sentence about Alexa. So my idea was then, since they made those shirts with the heart made for her or for us in remembrance of her, I thought we could make a heart, or like I would create a heart in all your guys' sentences. I would put inside that heart, and that would be from her classmates and her teachers, Miss Ashley and I and Miss Sherry. So again, do your best with this. I would really like this done this week so we can get this into the yearbook and get it started on Alexa's memorial page for her from us. So that completes then the writing and writing. Now math, you have addition. There's a lot of addition boxes with and without carrying. So that's all these addition boxes. I would really like you to try no calculator. Okay, it's only adding to 100. And with the carrying, it's showing us how to do that on N2Y. So there should be no need for a calculator. I will put that in here. No calculator. Now, if you really need a calculator, ask me, okay? I know in the classroom, we start with no calculator, and then a student raises their hand, or they put a thumb down if they need help. And then that way I know I can go and check their computer and say, hey, yeah, you can use a calculator on this. I see why you may need it to use a calculator. But for this, try no calculator. And then we have points and lines, which is geometry. So this again is review. We have notes in our math journal on our Google Slides. So with this, all it's asking you to do is put the point, look at the line segment, and look at the line. So you guys will complete that in matching up the correct vocabulary to the line, point, or line segment.
There's more to do.
And then for social studies, yesterday you guys did a story on credit and how we should use a credit card when we have big expenses or little expenses, according to the book that was read. So you will read buying supplies. So again, I made sure to put on there that you know that this is a N2Y library book. So it's on N2Y at the very bottom. Buying supplies, Micah's busy day, part 4. So you will read part 4 of this chapter. And then there's these comprehension questions to complete from that story of part 4, buying supplies. Okay. When you're done with that, turn that in. Then the life skills thing, I reset the life skills application. So you guys again will complete how to act on a video, Zoom call, Google Meet, Google Hangout. Those all go along with that, with the scenarios, and you choose what's best to do during that video call. All right, now our science experiment. I am going to try my very, very best to record this. So I already have our blue food coloring dyed water in the freezer. It was freezing last night. So we here will hopefully be doing our science experiment about a storm is coming. We will conduct the experiment today, and I will try my best to record it, and I will get it on to share hopefully by tomorrow with you. So if maybe you want to do the experiment at home yourself, or maybe you want to watch how we do it, and then you can do it at home. Okay. So since there's nothing on CK12 for you guys to complete today, it's just simply going through step 2 and 3 of how to do the experiment. So on CK12, you will have to complete the history of science. This is really cool information because it talks about how all the things in history in the past have shaped the field of science and how we got all these science things. So I know there's a video to watch, Turning Points in History, about the scientific revolution. There's the real world applications. Now, these are really important. I really like these because it makes us think about how this applies to our own life, our own life, and how it applies to our world. So there's all these really cool things: the printing of light, the crystal ball, the amazing wheel, X the unknown, about X-rays, where would be without Dalton. So this has to deal with Dalton scientific field, and then the lucky discovery. Find out the accidental discovery of the electromagnetism made more modern life possible. So modern devices. And then better late than never. Learn why almost everything in the universe depends on atoms. Then you have the read of, I'm pretty sure that's Albert Einstein. And then you have your adaptive practice to complete. And that completes today's lessons. I know there's quite a bit to do today, guys. It's a busy day, but take your time. You have all day. A typical in-person or virtual student consists of 4 to 5 hours. So you will have about 3 to 4 hours to complete of work daily. So don't forget, my most important thing here is, again, reviewing your fiction and nonfiction chart. So I'll be making sure that I get a picture from you about that anchor chart. Play that Kahoot game. That will really help me know that you understand fiction and nonfiction after completing that chart, that anchor chart. And then this writing for Alexa. Let's make sure that you guys can complete at least one. All you have to do is one sentence. Pick one sentence to complete and put your name in parentheses so we know that that was what you chose to write about Alexa for. All right, guys. Let me add in our Easter countdown. I told you guys I would add that in. So our Easter countdown. We have 25 days left until Easter. I hope everybody has a great day. I'll be watching you as you log in. Tell me good morning. Say good morning. It should be a nice afternoon. Today should be nicer than yesterday, and tomorrow should be even nicer and warmer. So hopefully you all can get your work done this morning and this afternoon, and then you can go out and play this evening and go for a little walk. I hope everyone has a great day. Bye, guys.